The classic beep.
No, I love when this has already been done, but when SpongeBob does the dolphin sound, I found that.
Oh, that's hysterical. I used a golf clip once because it comes with the iMovie app. But I will find something to bleep your potty mouth.
Me.
But here we are. We are prepared. We have cards out. We have armies out. It is Tau versus Orks. We are in the ruins. We had such good tables for such a long time that whenever I put down a basic table like this, I feel like I'm letting the audience down kind of.
Okay, well, what's funny about that is that this isn't even basic because we're from old editions where you didn't have a set map.
That set map stuff is nonsense. I haven't even looked at it.
Boo!
It's just silly.
Like, where do they get off having a galaxy? An entire galaxy spanning war with how many different races, and they're going to fight on a fixed map.
I think that Games Workshop has taken to all these convoluted rules to cover up for their game getting more and more shallow as the years go by.
See how I've ruined our premise already, though? Like, what did you say? No potty mouth, and we're 2 minutes in, and I'm already talking about where does Games Workshop get off?
Well, we're going to watch the 4-letter words.
Okay.
And see if we can get the algorithm to love us.
Nah, I don't think so. I don't want it to either.
I don't know, man.
Maybe it will.
I'm really enjoying the YouTube part of it. With a truck and a battle wagon with 4 big shooters and a wrecking ball and a cannon. You could also make the cannon a kill cannon, and then the truck only holds like 12 orcs, but then it's a Space Marine killer or a Crisis Suit killer.
Yeah, but you're not going to hit shit. I mean, you're not going to hit anything.
You're not going to hit things?
I'm not going to hit anything with the kill cannon.
We got a unit of Grots. Oh, wait. Also, before the day is over, I need a name for that Runta herd. I do. This unit is Commandos. They're kind of cobbled together, but they are. Let's take a second to point out the bow and arrow. We got a unit of Death Copters. We have the War Boss. He will join the Nobles. Shooter Boys with the Weird Boy. Chopper Boys with the Wah Banner. Enhancements. He has Follow Me Lads, and they're all going to go 2 inches faster. He has Brutal but Cunning. They can fall back, shoot, and charge. He has a super cyborg body that's a 4-up, feel no pain. These are Orks. These are Orc dice. These are Tau dice.
Orc dice.
Look at all the cards. Look at how organized and ready we are.
Yes.
I have a unit of 20 Kroot with a Shaper. I have 2 units of Kroot Hounds. I have another unit of 20 Kroot and a Shaper. I have a Krootox. I have 1 70-point unit of Gun Drones. I have 2 units of Vespid Stingwings. I have a unit of Crisis Suits. There are 4 shield drones in the unit. The first man to die will have 2 drones. The second man has 1. The third man has 1. I have
That's convenient, isn't it?
Well, I have 7 drones now because the executive producer painted me this drone, and that's cool. Also,
yeah, I can see him.
This marker drone was painted by him. It's in the game.
That's awesome.
I have a fire team. I have the ethereal. I have the brand new stealth team that came in the mail from the executive producer. You have a gift to open.
Do they have a name?
They so far are just the stealth team.
The stealth team.
They can't take drones anymore. They can't take marker lights anymore. I'm like, what the heck?
You can't take marker light?
Yeah.
Marker light? Where did they go?
I don't know.
Where did all of your marker lights go? They used to be so threatening. I don't think you've used a marker light on me in a couple of games.
Because you don't anymore. A marker light now just gives you ignore cover. And I believe you have to do something with the spotter mechanic.
Which sucks.
I gotta get there. I'm not gonna sit and blast New Games Workshop. 10th edition is not my favorite edition, but the editions ebb and flow. What's
What
11th?
is your favorite edition?
7th.
7th?
Before all the Scooby-Doo detachments, I think if you take 7th edition and get rid of all those ridiculous detachments, that game was rad. It started to suck when they were like, if you have 3 Riptides, you could do this. If you have 3 Hammerheads, you could do this.
Well, that's why I have 3 units of 5 Dire Avengers.
Yeah, it was great for selling models, but it wasn't good for my game. The Warlord today is Commander Brightside. He has 4 missile pods, and he took the precision of the Patient Hunter enhancement, so he is +1 to wound after turn 3.
That's weird, but I
He's
like it.
+1 to hit, so he's already hits on 2s,
Okay.
so he'll ignore a modifier. And then on turn 3, he was +1 to wound.
Does he always need to hit on 2s? I mean, do you feel a little silly with that? Or?
He's a Tau commander. He should be the best shots in the game. He should be.
Yeah.
This device here is a teleport hammer that can be deployed with the stealth team and allow the crisis suits to deep strike closer. I've never used that mechanic, but here it is. It's painted. It's beautiful. It's in the game. So we're going to get the open war cards out because I don't want to call us lazy. We're going to call us busy. We are busy people. I don't got time for Leviathan.
I don't have the energy for the bookkeeping.
Fair enough.
I have entire minutes for Leviathan, but I just don't.
We have a very large game coming up, and I have to
That's
wonder.
gonna be Leviathan.
Ooh, anyway, let's sort this deck out and see what we find. Let's start with the objective.
Kingslayer.
Warlord, huh?
I like Kingslayer. Kill points, double for the Warlord. Adds up power rating at any enemy units destroyed during battle, doubling their total score at the end of the battle if you kill the Warlord. At the end of the 5th battle round, guy with the highest points wins.
So wait, you double the entire score if you kill the Warlord?
That's how I'm reading it, right?
That's insane.
You
I
want to read
believe
that one
you.
more time?
No, it sounds good. So your Warlord's clearly Rumble.
Oh, of course.
My Warlord's clearly Brightside.
That's going to be tough because he's not going to show up till turn 2.
Turn 3. All right, hit me with a twist.
You want a twist?
I do.
Double or nothing. Roll a dice.
Okay.
On a 1, 2, or 3, no twist cards are used. And on a 4, 5, or 6,
No.
2 must be used.
No twist cards are
No
used.
twist cards are used.
All right, that's fine.
That's fine. Double or nothing, we went for it. We
All
got
right.
the true double or nothing, and now we have nothing.
The important one is deployment.
Do you want to pick?
No, because I would pick something that keeps me far away from you, and you would pick me something that brings you closer to me.
do you want to... Would you like to select
No, it's too much pressure. I'll die.
It's too much pressure, you'll die?
I'll die. I'll have a heart attack and
Keep it
die.
going with the fancy
Oh, come on.
Yeah!
All right, well, that's that.
Good day to be the Orks.
So, I got a 4.
I got a 3.
I will be the defender, and I'll put the first unit down. Here we go. Here we go. Deployment has happened. Deployment. I have a truck with the Shooter Boys and the Weird Boy. And then behind this building are the Grots. I think they're just going to hide all game. I have the command vehicle, the Nobles, and the War Boss in this truck. I have the Slugga Boys and the Wa Banner here. I have the Commandos enjoying the obscuring terrain here. Fire Warriors with the Ethereal in the building. A squad of Crew Carnivores, a Crew Tox, Crew Hounds, Stealth Team in the high perch. Another unit of Crew Carnivores, another unit of Crew Hounds. Death Copters are in Deep Strike, and Vespid, Crisis Suits, and Gun Drones are in Deep Strike. Do you want to go first?
Yeah, I'm going to call the Wa.
You're going to call the Wa turn 1 and just raw? You know, my Vespids are going to get an advance move before the game starts. They're going to move 7 inches.
That's before I get the choice to call the Wa, though.
It is.
Yeah, so
Well, let's see what happens.
I got a 3.
I got a 1. Orks, turn 1. I have to make
You're gonna need that.
a command move. Does my Ethereal net me a point at the beginning of the battle round or my turn? I'm going to look at that. Hold on. I've played quite a few games at 10th edition now with my Tau, and I'm just finding out right now that the Crew Hounds, the Crew Carnivores, and the Shaper all have stealth. How many games have I played that I've been -1 to hit? Like a lot, right? God, it's no wonder the Tau lose
The
constantly.
executive producer got your cards, and what happened?
All the help in the world doesn't make me any less a child.
No, you learned.
It is time for scout moves and then Orc turn 1. I made my scout moves and I scouted backwards. I backed up an inch or two with this unit. I put the Crew Hounds underneath the stealth suits. And then I put this squad of carnivores, I put enough of them underneath the Fire Warriors where the Fire Warriors would be safe for a turn. But I couldn't get far enough away to feel safe in case these Orcs call the Wah. Now, we are in Orc turn 1 movement phase. The Orcs have moved. The Grots are getting brave. They came out from behind the building.
Well, they're still in between two buildings.
Shooter Boys drove forward. Rumble drove forward. Battle Wagon with the Slugga Chopper Boys drove forward. Yes. Commando stayed put.
They're hiding. He's conning.
Did you advance anywhere?
No.
All right, and no Wah was called.
No.
And so we are into your shooting phase then?
Now it is time for the Orcs to shoot hot lead at some Fire Warriors.
All right, who's
that
shooting?
Battle Wagon is in rapid fire range, so it's going to get 20 shots plus a D6.
Here we go.
The cannon.
For the cannon, yes.
1.
You're going to roll 21 dice. And you're going to hit the Fire Warriors on 5s.
A hit.
Lots of hits.
Look at that. Orcs.
No, I'm toughness 3.
The battle wagon explodes with noise and hot lead. It's not pointed in any particular direction. But some of it hits the Fire Warriors and it's going to wound you on 3s.
Yes.
Yes. We don't do as well there, but it's going to be...
Looks like 5.
5 wounds to do regular armor saves.
So much lead flies out of the battle wagon into the Fire Warriors. 5 saves. The Fire Warriors are enjoying the benefit of cover. So first they want 3s. Uh-oh. I don't want to lose Fire Warriors already. Then they want 5s, unless I spend a command point to save 1. Is it silly to spend a command point on a Fire Warrior? Is that silly?
He's not a stealth suit.
Fine. 5s. Oh, no. Devastating. Just like that, I've already lost 3 Fire Warriors.
This truck is going to shoot at that squad of Kroot, and I don't think he's in rapid fire here.
I found out just a second ago, and I should have known months ago, that Kroot have stealth, and so you're going to hit him on 6s.
Say that part again where you should have known when?
I should have known months ago.
I want to hit you on 6s.
Nothing.
Saved 2 hits.
Dude,
2 Kroot over there, still alive.
I'm a clown.
That truck
Yes.
with Rumble,
Yes.
they're going to shoot, or the truck itself is going to shoot at the dogs.
All right.
Ready? Oh, is this rapid fire range? I think it is.
The dogs have stealth, and they are -1 to hit.
That's ridiculous. Can't believe that we didn't know about this until just 18-inch total. Totally rapid fire.
Where are my viewers to correct my mistakes? Where are they at?
I hit you once.
1 hit.
And I want to wound you on a 3.
What is that
What is that
dice?
Hey, it's still on the table, though.
That's a 2.
That's 2. No wound. And let's see. 12 inches, though, puts me in range of that guy. And so, the Sluggas...
Rumble's got a different gun. He's got a combi
We're
weapon
going to do
now.
the knobs.
All right. 5 shots. Hitting on
5
6s.
knobs with Sluggas.
Hit twice.
Want 3s. 2 wounds.
Regular save. 6s.
The Slugga, yeah.
I've lost 2 dogs, and you've just shot yourself out of range.
No way.
Actually, it all happens at once. Never mind.
Yeah, Rumble's still part of that unit. So he's got a twin Slugga, or a, what does he have?
He's got the twin slugger all the time, but his what used to be custom shooter are whatever the garbage they gave him for this edition is.
The combi weapon?
Looks like it.
Rapid fire 1, 24 inches. I get 2 shots that hit you on 6s. Nothing.
Nothing.
Almost making a whole lot of noise.
Yeah, but you killed 3 fire warriors. You can call that turn a success.
Oh, yeah. That is the end of work turn 1. I have a command point. I'm about to get another one. The tower trembling in their boots.
You're not charging? Anybody in charge range?
I don't think I'm in range.
All right, we passed the turn on to Tau turn 1 where I'm already feeling it. I'm not used to being on the other side of the Orks. I'm used to being the Orks. And I don't know what I'm going to do. The first thing that's going to happen is I'm going to get a command point for my turn. But is my ethereal in the command phase?
There it is.
Nope, he doesn't.
Well,
he doesn't. But I remember to do it in the command phase. Now I have to, so it's Tau turn 1. My ethereal failed to net me a command point. I've already lost 3 fire warriors, and I don't feel good about any of it. This is I think the first time we've played Tau versus Orks, and the Orks are just on the way. I know what I have now doesn't have much for them. I'm going to be wounding all of this on 6s, and that's a problem. And I can't get away. There's nowhere to get away to. There's nowhere to run to. They're here in trucks. They're coming. So these crew have stepped up to the wall. They'll throw 20 dice at that truck. They'll hit on 4s. They'll wound on 6s.
And they're doing it for the greater good.
For the greater good. I've kept the crew hounds underneath the stealth suits because I know the death copters are coming in and I don't want an easy charge on my stealth suits.
What do the crew think of the greater good?
They think they're getting paid in meat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of it for them.
You know, they don't need to be philosophical about it when you're getting fed. This Crutox is going to eye up that truck. He's within 6 inches of the carnivores, so he'll hit on 3s. The carnivores are here to be the bubble wrap for the fire warriors, and that's what they're doing. We know they're coming. Might as well put them there. They'll get a couple shots on the truck that'll wound on 6s. The fire warriors stay put. They'll shoot. They'll probably shoot the command vehicle because they can. Turn 2 will be better for me when I bring in the Vespid and bring in the crisis suits, and that's cool. But turn 1 is not cool. I have a feeling the WA is going to happen turn 2. Yeah, I'm going on and on and on about it because I don't feel good about my game. So we're going to shoot. We're going to start with this squad of crew carnivores into that truck. First, the carnivores themselves are going to hit you with their crew rifles on 4s.
Cowards.
Oh, it was very brave of them to step up to that wall.
Oh, look at that. I wish the Kion was going on.
Yeah, that would be nice. These are the hits. Now we wound that truck on 6s. Not a 1.
Jeez.
Crutox rider into that truck. He can see he's going to hit on 3s. He's hit twice. He is strength 7, your toughness 10, you say? 5s. Nothing. The stealth team is going to be the spotting unit. The fire warriors are going to be the guided unit. And this truck, the command truck, is the target. So first we're going to start with the stealth team. The fusion gun is out of range. But they're going to hit you on 4s. All right, that's acceptable.
Good job.
But they're going to wound you on 6s. There's 2 wounds.
2 wounds out of this massive pile of work dice. Trucks want 4s. I fail both.
Yeah. Fire warriors here. Into the truck. We are going to be hitting because we are guided. We hit on 3s. And that is not bad. Then we wound on 5s. And because we are guided by the stealth team, I can re-roll that 1. But I can't count that dice. So there are 2 wounds on the truck.
2 wounds on the truck. The truck wants 4s. And I fail another 2.
All right, so that's not terrible. I have 3 crew carnivores that can see the battle wagon. Just 3 of them. They hit on 4s. They do all right, but they wound on 6s. 1 wound on the battle wagon from the crew. And it's fine. And that's it. That's the entirety of my turn 1. I'm not charging anywhere. I'm in trouble. I'm in big trouble going into your turn 2.
Wah!
And here it comes. Orc turn 2. Dewa is on. The orcs have moved. The shooter boys have driven forward. The nobles and the war boss have driven forward. The battle wagon hung a left, but not before it deposited the Slugga boys, who made a regular move. Commandos have stayed put. Gratz advanced into the building. Rumble has a solid bubble of orc all the way around him. The castle for the Tau is being invaded. And for a command point, that giant squad of Creed is going to overwatch. So this is the Shaper. Can't count that dice, though. There's a hit from the Shaper. And then we're going to do this twice. Oh, no. So I have 2 hits now.
Oh, yeah, because the Shaper.
Because the Shaper. I'm going to do this one more time. But this is the time right now where I roll a ton of 6s. You ready?
8 of them. Here we go.
6s.
There's one.
So there's 3 hits. I got to get off the rocks. 6s. Oh, no!
I thought you had one for a second. What happened?
Oh, I've got 3 hits on 42 rolls. 5s. 1 wound.
1 wound.
1 wound. It's vile.
Boys won at 5. Oh.
So we've killed 1 orc in Overwatch. Not the worst thing.
The Orks is going to shoot. And we're going to start with the battle wagon who wants D6 on his cannon for 5.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more.
Battle wagon throwing 25 dice. Who you shooting at?
I'm shooting at the stealth team.
They're -1 to hit.
I want to do better than 3 6s. That was 45 dice. Here we go. Ready? We're the Orks! This 2 was not part of my roll. And who... Oh, I really want to count that one, but no.
You've done well, though.
The gods laugh.
You did way better than the crew did.
6 times.
And toughness 4, you're going to win me on 3s.
On 25 dice.
25 dice.
And we've wounded you 5 times.
5 times. Stealth suits in cover 3s.
Nothing.
Nothing, you're fine. That rocks.
The battle wagon once again explodes with a whole lot of hot noise and doesn't do much. Look, man, it's a big, smoking, loud, hulking wreck that's just barreling towards you.
I'm so tickled to have 3 beautiful stealth suits that I did not have to paint myself. You can't kill them. They have to survive the
I
game.
mean, they just had a great... how many wounds on each of those guys?
2.
Huh?
2. Each one is as tough as a Space Marine, and they have stealth.
They haven't taken a wound yet.
I need them to live. Who else is shooting now?
The boys are
These
going to shoot their
boys.
pistols up at the Fire Warriors.
Is everyone in range of the Fire
We're going
Warriors?
to measure that right now. Here's the Sluggas.
Sluggers, hitting it in
5s.
5s.
2, maybe 3. 3. Oh, 3. Who can count that dice, though?
2 wounds. In cover, Fire Warriors say 3. Oh no! The Ethereal says 5s. I've lost 2 more Fire Warriors.
No.
I'm devastated.
The knob with the Wa banner has a custom shooter.
Uh-huh.
Rapid fire 2. It's not in rapid fire.
Nope.
I'll get 4 attacks that hit you on 5s at strength 4. So I want 5s. Then I want a 3. And I don't get it.
Okay. Oh, my poor Fire
The
Warriors.
Orks, having slung their lead, have decided that it's time to get stuck in.
Is that the end of the shooting?
Is it? Right? Yeah. Oh, I never brought my dev captures. That's fine. Can't go back in time.
That might work out for you in the long one because you can counter what I bring in. Is it charging time?
Battle wagon is going to charge those dogs.
Can't do anything about it.
We're in.
On a 6, the dogs crump. Ugh.
The Slugga boys are charging the crew.
All right.
6.
That's totally does it.
And they're going to spend a command point on unbridled carnage.
There we go.
So 5s and 6s are going to explode.
Where would you like to start? The battle wagon on the dogs or the boys on the crew carnivores?
The boys on the crew carnivores.
You sure?
Like a lot of fun.
No, you should start over here.
But you're sitting on 2 command points. Right?
I know, I am sitting on 2 command points.
Yeah,
That's
we're
why.
not going to do that. We're starting with boys.
So we're going to start with just the boys. Don't forget the noble here. You have 8 boys and a noble. The noble has a big chopper.
So we'll start with that.
All right, big chopper on the crew.
We want 3s. And that's 4 hits. It's
Because
5,
of
6.
unbridled carnage.
Yes. And then we want...
You want 2s.
And that's 4 wounds at -1 for 2 damage each.
All right, crew have a shaper in the squad, giving them a 6-up feel no pain. But nobody can roll boxcars. And that's these 4 guys in the building. We'll pull them in a second.
Oh my gosh, my tiny girl hands are never going to be able to...
Why are your hands so small, man?
Oh.
So these are just the 8 Slugger Chopper boys. That's going to be 24 dice, right?
I've got 4 dice each.
No, it's 32 dice. You got 32 dice in your
I
hands?
got a lot of dice tonight.
All right, you're going to hit on 3s.
I counted to 4 8 times. Look. What's this dice? So let's sort these into categories, right? Ones that explode.
Oh my god.
Because we did way too well on that.
Oh wow.
And then we got to match those up to some that miss.
There are 19 wounds left in the squad. 16 crits and a shaper.
These are the hits. And then I've hit you 4 more times.
So you've hit me 36 times on 32 dice.
Which just seems rude.
Well, now you got a
I gotta fit even more. I gotta fit even more dice. All right, so choppas, right, are normally strength 4, but I'm on the Y, so I'm strength 5.
So you wounded on 3s.
And I've got to pick up all of these dice.
This is why people love orcs, man. Who doesn't want to throw that much? It's so fun.
It's so fun. Drop dice never can. All right, I want
3s.
That's gonna be.
So many.
Oh my gosh, so many. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 21 dice.
That's insane. That's insane.
21 wounds.
21 wounds. So, the shaper in the squad gives me a 6-up feel no pain. There's some. There's some.
5 crew.
So, out of 21, 5 live, which means 16 die. The shaper and his 1 guy stand alone.
So now we're gonna do the knob with the Y banner.
Oh no, there's more. Ah!
I hit you just twice though.
There's only 2 guys in there.
No explosions. I am strength 9.
2s.
2 wounds.
How many?
-2, 2 damage each.
All right. Boxcars. And then I'm fairly certain the shaper doesn't get the feel no pain if the unit's dead. So that kills him, puts 2 wounds on the shaper, and the shaper is alive on just 1 wound. Shaper's like, I lived,
He lived?
and I got to shag all this.
He lived?
1 wound left, but he's alive.
I'm consolidating.
The shaper needs vengeance for his squad. He hits 3 times. He wounds just once.
I do not.
The shaper kills an orc.
Stop killing my works, man.
No, I'm going to spend my last 2 command points to interrupt with these 2 dogs.
You are not.
I'm not. That's me being funny.
Beyond folly.
Let's see if you can kill 2 dogs with a battle wagon.
It's gonna be kooky. It's 3s. 2 wounds, and then the wrecking ball wants a 2.
2 wounds on the dogs, but I don't think they have a save. Their save is a 6. So can I save a dog? I cannot.
Let's go battle wagon.
There's a unit for you. Now it goes into Tau turn 2. I get to bring my reserves in, and it's bad for me.
How do you feel about it?
I feel bad. Is the Shaper battle shocked? He is not. He is fine on a 6. Leadership 7. And
Do you have to roll high?
you're right. He is battle shocked. The Shaper rolls a 6. His leadership is 7. He is a battle shocked Shaper. They are not there yet. I have to win the game. I don't know what I'm going to do. Tau turn 2. In my command phase, does an ethereal net me a command point? He does not. But I'm remembering to do it. It's grim for the Tau, the greater good, the small empire, fighting for their small space in the galaxy. Beset upon by the Orks. It's not going well in the castle.
We just want to have a good time.
The Crew Hounds and the Crew Talks have come this way. The Fire Warriors stayed put. The Ethereal failed to give me a command point. The Stealth Suits came over here. The Fusion Gun, actually I don't even know if he's allowed to do that. I have to check the Spotter Observer rules. They're going to spot for the Fire Warriors into the boys. And if the Fusion Gun's allowed to, he'll shoot the Battle Wagon. And if he's not allowed to, he won't shoot anything. I brought in the gun drones over here. I figure gun drones versus Gretchen sounded like a decent fight. And then I have dropped in the Crisis Suits of the Unit of Vespid. And I want to wreck this truck. And then the juicy gubbins that spill out, should they choose to spill out towards my expensive units, I've brought these crew over to get shots into them. And we're going to see if we can't wreck this truck before we've spent all 3 of these units. That's what's going on here. So first I got to figure out if I can observe and split fire. Give me a second. So we are going to start shooting. The Fire Warriors are guided. They are going to shoot into the Orks, and because the Stealth Suits guided them, they are going to be re-rolling 1s to wound. I have 5 Fire Warriors left. Fire Warriors are going to hit Orc boys on 3s.
I'm going to spend a command point for you down here.
The Fire Warriors have hit 8 times on 10 dice.
Hard as nails.
Hard as nails. So I'm going to wound you on 4s, but now it's 5s. 5s to wound. And we're going to re-roll this 1. And there are just 2 wounds on your Orcs.
2 wounds on Orc boys who have 5s. Orcs are fine.
Orcs are fine. All right, the Crew Talks into the Orc boys.
Keep laughing at me. They're like, what are those guys doing with the flashlights up there?
The Carnivores are dead, so the Crew Talks hits on 4s. He's hit twice, though. Strength 7, toughness 5 is 3s, but it's 4s because you're hard as nails. No wounds. The
So hard.
Stealth Suits. The suit on the Battle Wagon hits. Strength 9, I need a 5, no wound. The Burst Cannons into the Orc boys. I want to hit on 4s. Want to wound. Would be 4s, but odd as nails makes it 5s. Just 1 wound.
I want a 5, because I'm a boy. Ah, there's a boy.
Okay, this went poorly. We've only killed 1 boy. The Crisis Suits are going to shoot at this vehicle.
Oh, no.
Need this to go well. Crisis Suits into Orc truck. Start with the Burst Cannons. They hit on 3s. They re-roll 1s because Commander Brightside is leading their unit.
Well, that didn't go so well for the Orcs.
Well,
Toughness 8.
these are the hits. I'm going to wound you on 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds from Burst Cannons. That is a regular save.
Regular save wants 4s. Make 2, fail 2, down to 8 wounds. And it seems like you need to shoot that, so I'm going to put some dice by that truck.
Plasma rifles. Hit just once. Fail to wound.
Are you rerolling wound rolls of 1? For
No, I'm rerolling hit rolls of 1.
Oh, sorry.
Fusion blasters. Hit twice.
Don't explode.
I'm going to spend a command point because I have 4 of them. Now I have 3 of them. I want that 4. I get it.
Uh-oh.
Now, I'm strength 9, so I'm going to wound you on 3s. There are 3 wounds.
Ouch.
And those are going to be AP 4 for D6 each.
Ouch. Ooh. That's no good. AP 4 kicks me down to my 5 up and bone save for the while.
Come on. Come on. That's not even right.
Orks is never beat.
It's not even right, and it's not even true.
Orks is never beat.
Brightside.
That's nuts. Oh, I thought I got off easy, but here comes Brightside.
Brightside hits every time. Can I get some Kayan in this house? Brightside is going to wound you. Strength 7. Toughness 8 is 5s. Next turn it'll be 4s because of my enhancement, but right now it's still 5s. And I get 1, 2 wounds, and those are at AP 1 for 2 damage each.
AP 1 is going to be 5. 2 damage each. 5s. And I take both of those. So 4 more wounds on the truck.
The Vespid in the house at the truck
Ah.
are going to hit you on force. Good job, Vespid. The Vespid are going to wound you on 5s.
That's too many.
That is 4
That's too many.
AP 2 for 2 damage each.
I can't be expected to continue making these miraculous 5-up saves.
Come on, die.
Ready?
Come on, man. Dude, that's grim and awful.
Blow it up right now. I'm going to spend a command point on the Kareen stratagem if I can get that truck to blow up.
Final unit of Vespid onto the truck. They're rolling great. That Kayan would come in real handy right now. Gonna wound you on 5s. Just 1 at AP 2 for 2 damage.
I want you to blow it up. Here's a 5.
All right, does it blow up?
Here we go. I want it to blow up. This is where we need that 6. It does not.
Can
you command reroll that?
No. You have 11 men in that truck. What happens to them?
That's a handful of dice. I lose 1.
Just 1, though. Let's see where they get out. The Orc truck is wrecked. 1 boy dies, and the Orcs get out behind the obscuring terrain, meaning these crew will not be able to shoot at them. The crew that can shoot will shoot into that battle wagon, and then I have to shoot those drones over there, and that will be that. Let's start with those drones. These drones over here are going to shoot into the Gretchen in the building. 70 points of drones, hit on 5s. They've hit 3 times. Gonna wound Gretchen on 2s. Can't count that dice. There are 3 wounds on your Gretchen.
Gretchen have a 6 up in the house.
6 up in the house.
3 Gretchen die. 3 Gratzes.
Take that, Gretchen. Now I gotta figure out who is shooting. Crew into battle wagon. 4s and 6s. Nothing. The final move of my turn is I will pay 2 command points.
You never shot. Oh, you did shoot your drones.
I did. 2 command points to... No, I gotta measure that first. I might not strike and fade them. Yes, I will spend 2 command points to strike and fade. And then it will be...
Apologize to the nice ladies and gentlemen. Tell them what you did.
I never charge because I'm Tau. But I'm charging here. I got a Crew Tox. And he's in on a 4. And I got Crew Hounds. And they're in on a 6. All right, we're down here. We're going to start with the Crew Tox. No, we're going to start with the Crew Hounds. The Crew Tox might actually survive. Crew Hounds into boys. 3s. Now it's 5s. I need you to make 6 regular saves on your boys from the Crew Hounds.
From the Crute Hounds? What?
6 regular saves from their ripping fangs.
That's too many.
They did well. They did really well.
I want 5. I lose 4 boys. That's
Not
insane.
bad.
To Crute Hounds?
They converted half of the dice they threw.
That's nuts.
Now the Crutox Rider, with his Crutox fix, where he's going to get 4 attacks. He hits just twice, but he's going to wound on 3s. There's 2 wounds on your boys at AP 1 for 2 damage from the Crutox.
I'm still on 5 up in. So 2?
2.
2 damage each?
Yes.
Okay, so the first guy is dead. And then the knob
Oh, die knob.
dies.
Yeah.
The guy with the Wa banner is alone. I had to start a whole... Oh, man, I should have let you...
So, are you going to pile in there with him?
No, yeah. Now I'm grumbling.
Wa banner piles in.
Oh, no, I had 2 boys. Sorry, the knob is still alive. I'm sorry, I had 2 boys.
Oh, hey, there's a boy here, yeah.
Yeah, I apologize.
So we have the noble and the Wa banner on the dogs and the Krutoks. So the Wa banner.
I want to hit you on 3s.
With an explosion.
Yeah, 6 explodes.
3 hits. Wounding on 2s.
I want to wound the Krutoks on 2s. Sorry, I should have declared that.
Wait, the Krutoks is toughness 5.
The knob on the Krut Hounds.
And
the knob with the Wa banner on the Krutoks.
The Krutoks is toughness 5.
I am strength 9
So
on the Wa.
3s.
And that's 3 wounds at -2 for 2.
Well, that just kills the Krutoks outright. He's dead. And then the big chop is on the dogs.
The big chopper is on the dogs. So that's 3 hits with the explosion.
Mm-hmm. Toughness 3, you're going to wound on 2s. Oh, here comes the command point in the bucket.
Here's the command reroll, because I really don't want those dogs around. There's a hit.
All right.
I want 2s.
2s.
There's a 1. So there's still a dog sitting there.
Bert. So you're locked into combat here with 1 dog. That ended up being good for me. I'm sorry we had to go back in time for it. But now it is your turn 3 where things are happening.
And now it is my turn 3 where things really have made a game.
The drama. These boys spend a command point to advance an extra 2 inches, and they've moved. These men stayed stuck in with a dog. The shooter boys that were here ran out and got into the truck that was here, and that truck went this way. But before that happened, the war boss and the nobles that were in this truck got out of this truck, ran into this truck. Can you do that?
I don't know.
Can you disembark and embark in the same turn?
I don't know.
It's too late to go back now. The war boss and the nobles got out of this truck, got into the battle wagon, and now they are moving this way. And the whole battle is shifting over here towards my expensive units. Now, are you looking it up?
Yeah, why not?
All right, we're going to look it up. You should have wrote count as having moved.
Yeah.
So we looked in the rule book, and you can't get out of one vehicle and jump into the next one. So what's actually happened is Rumble has stayed in the truck he was in, and the shooter boys, because they had tons of room in their turn, they ran in to the battle wagon. So we're going to put Rumble back in the truck. We're going to put the shooter boys in the battle wagon, and then we're going to commence with the Ork turn 3. Rah! And I'm really glad that that was an easy fix.
I don't know when I activate it, but his personal Wa is going on.
And then the personal Wa is going on here. So these guys still have a 5 weapon honorable save and extra attacks. And they're going to beat the snot out of that dog, apparently.
No, we're going to shoot the dog to death and then charge the firework.
All right, it is time for you to start shooting then.
It is time for us to start shooting. We are going to shoot with the...
Wait. Where are your Death Copters?
Oh, I got to bring my Death Copters in.
Death Copters. The Death Copters have made it to the table.
Here
They are eyeballing up the crisis suits. And let's not forget that warlords are super important in this game. My warlord here in Rumble is in his truck. Now it is time for Orks to shoot.
It is time for Orks to shoot.
Where are you starting?
The knob in combat with that dog over there.
Uh-oh. He's got a pistol.
He has a slug in. He's going to hit you on a 5. And he does not.
He misses.
The knob with the Wa banner has a custom shooter,
Not a pistol.
not a pistol.
Okay.
Cowabummer.
The guy's in this vehicle.
The guys in that vehicle right
And
there,
the vehicle has a big shooter.
they're going to shoot at the crisis, or the stealth team.
The stealth team is stealth. They're -1.
Here's the truck itself.
Hits twice.
No, hits once because it's -1.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
And then I want 3. Nothing. Then the guys in the truck. I've got a big shooter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shooters.
No,
And a weird boy. Or no,
no,
that's
they're
Rumble.
over here.
Yeah, that's
Rumble is going to be 5 sluggers in Rumble.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sluggers in Rumble. Yeah, so here's the 5 sluggers. See how I had that like all lined up in my mind? No wound.
It's
And
more
then
dramatic this
Rumble
way.
misses. Then
Anybody in the commando squad in range anything.
not through the building.
And they advanced.
The big shooter's going to take 3 shots.
He advanced.
No, he advanced. Yeah.
The Death Copters, or the Grots, or the Battle Wagon.
The Death Copters first want those crisis suits to be gone, so we're going to take D3
Hold
shots with our
on one
rockets.
second as you get into it. I want to find my stratagem card. The crisis suits are going to put this command point right back in the bucket, and they're going to play stem injectors for a 6-up, feel no pain.
Cool. Here comes the Death Copters, D3 shots for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7 shots from the Death Copter is going to hit on 5s. Two hits.
Man, you really wish you could reroll those ones.
Toughness 5.
Toughness 5. Death Copter rockets are strength 9.
1 wound.
I am going to spend a command reroll.
Still 1 wound. What's the AP on that copter rocket?
It's 3.
So I want...
No, it's 2 for 3 damage.
Goes to my 4-up invulnerable save. For 2 damage?
For 3 damage.
For 3 damage. 6-up, feel no pain. So I lose 2 drones and put a wound on my first man.
Grots are going to shoot at the drones.
Because it's fun.
Because it's fun. I got 4, 5, 6, 7 Grots left and a Runtaherd. I don't know if he has a gun.
He has a slugger.
He has a slugger. The Runtaherd
Hits.
Wants 3 wounds.
The drone dies.
Then I want how many Gretchen? Here we go. I want to hit you on 4s because I'm Grots.
You've hit a few times.
Grots is scared.
4s.
4s. 1 wound from Grots.
All right, drone, live. No, I've lost 2 drones. Could you pull the 2 closest drones?
Yes.
Make your charge longer if you can. Thank you, sir.
Yes.
70 points worth of drones.
Your drones must die.
Battle Wagon is the last thing to shoot.
Battle Wagon is going to shoot all of its Dekka into those Kroot.
You know, if you were going to kill some crew, that's the way to do it.
So we're just going to evaporate some Kroot. So here's the kill cannon. 6.
Here come 26 dice at the crew. Here we go. Battle Wagon into crew. Hit on 5. Heaps of dice.
Do phenomenal, too. Like, it's just crazy sauce.
And you are going to wound on 3s.
These are no good. Here's what I want. These ones on the floor still. I just cannot help. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's comical. There it is.
Oh, yeah, well, we'll count dice after the floor gets cleaned up.
Oh.
So first we need 6s. We make 1. And then because there's a shaper in the squad, we want 6s again.
I totally didn't remember that you were so...
Well, it's my job to tell you that I'm stealthed. And since I didn't, I deserved it. Also, we're right out in the open. You can see me. Charge phase. What you got?
Can't believe I have to fight that dog.
My dog gets to fight first. I'm going to kill that noble.
That's going to piss me right off.
Any charges?
Of course there are charges.
Who's charging?
The Death Copters need at least a 10 now because we pulled some guys at a range, so we'll see if they make it.
There's a 10.
There's a 10. Oh yeah, 10 does it. No, 10 doesn't do it.
No, I can see from here 10 doesn't
10
do
doesn't
it.
do it. You can see from there 10 doesn't do it.
Do you want a command point reroll that?
No.
Who else is going to charge? How about the
The
Grots?
Grots are going to charge.
Because they want it.
Because they want it.
The Grots don't want it at all. We're not charging in there, boss.
No. The Runtaherd says no.
Oh, the Runtaherd takes a bite out of one with his squig.
He busts out the cattle prod and says, Grunts, get in. 4 inches doesn't do it either. It really doesn't. It's not even close.
Oh,
The
that's
Grots
hysterical.
is so scared. And then the Battle Wagon into the crew.
Through the crater.
I don't
Roll a different dice. You got a 2 and
2 and 4.
6 inches through a crater still might do it. Oh, but you don't.
Not with 4 inches. The Orks are scared.
The Orks have blown charges all over the field.
They're like, man, we really want the Tau to get to shoot at us for a whole second turn.
Someday I'll finish that battle wagon and glue all that stuff down.
No.
This, through the crater, you needed probably 8 and whatever. The Death Copters may well have been on the moon, but those grots should be ashamed. So we're going to start down here with my Crew Hound.
Which is just...
He's going to hit the Noble on 4 or 3s. He's hit 3 times. However, he's going to wound on 5s. Just 1 wound.
I'm fine. So no.
But you're in the boy squad, you're not.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not.
Take a wound, Noble.
I do. I take a wound. I got 1 left.
All right, so now you have a Noble and a Bannerman. Do you think you can kill the dog?
Yeah.
You're still on the wall because you're on their personal wall.
Here's the Banner Man.
Hits 3 times.
2s. 2 for 2.
All right, that's the dog. Burp.
Block.
But that is now the end of Orc turn 3. Going into Tau turn 3.
Turn.
Blowing those charges hurts you. I am in the Kayan. I need to secure my house. I need to secure my men. I need to peel Rumble out of this wagon. I'm running out of turns to do it. I'm losing the war of attrition. But Kayan.
I really don't think you are. Those Vespid are fucking scary. I mean...
They're darn scary.
Gosh, those Vespid are just horrifying. I can't believe how hecking dangerous they are.
Well, currently, they're still going to win the battle wagon on 6s like everything else on the table. It is pristine. I don't really have an answer for it. Moving forward, though, my turn. Does the Shaper net me a command point? He, in fact, does. The Tau have moved. The Kayan begins. Commander Brightside over here took the enhancement today where he will be +1 to wound now. And that's cool. The gun drones came up to engage the grots, but more to make room for these crisis suits who want to focus down the Death Copters who are a threat. This squad of Vespid conga lined, they can look up the sidewalk into the back of the truck. They're going to try to blow it up. This squad of Vespid is here in case they should fail. These stealth suits are going to look down to see if they can hit anything that comes out of the truck. They are going to guide the Fire Warriors into these remaining boys here, and the Shapers come down to lend that support. This big blob of Kroot advanced and filled the gap to try to keep the battle wagon away for 1 more turn. That is what is going on with the Tau Empire.
No, the battle wagon comes.
We're going to start down here with the Shaper into these Nobles. He hits on 4s with an explosion. He wounds.
Oh, shoot, it's the Kayan.
It's the Kayan, take that. Wound you on 5s. I can't read that dice though. There's 1 wound on your Nobles.
1 wound on my Nobles.
Well, not your Nobles, the boss knob from the boy squad.
Regular save?
Regular save.
He's fine.
He does not save on a 4.
He sure does.
The boss noble from the boys?
He's the knob with the warband.
Yeah, but he's still got this noble down here with a wound on him. So the guy's wounded already.
Oh, okay. There we go. I was like, what are you talking about? I forgot he was there. Yeah, no, the noble is dead.
The noble has to leave the game, I'm sorry to say.
Oh, you killed the unit.
I've killed it. I still got the warband though. So here we go with the Fire Warriors into the Warbanner. What's his armor save?
He's got a 4.
He's got a 4 up. The Fire Warriors are going to shoot down at Tug Runtpunta. They're going to spend 1 command point on point blank ambush. So they will be AP 1, taking him down to a 5-up save. They were guided by the stealth team. So first, we have to hit you on 3s with 1 explosion. And then we are going to wound you on 4s. And those 7 wounds at AP 1 on Tug Runtpunta with the Warbanner.
That seems like cheap.
I need him gone. I want my house back.
I want to roll 7 saves.
2, 3. He dies.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think he has 6 wounds.
He does not.
He's dead.
So, at the beginning of the game, I thought those 5 warriors were just doomed, but here we are. 5 warriors remain.
The dogs really saved them.
The dogs did save them. That was great. These men can't shoot because they advanced. So we're going to go next to this conga line of Vespid into the back end of this truck. The Vespid into the truck.
You know, I bet that truck would be almost at full strength. I could remember to put wounds back on it in my command phase.
We're going to hit you on 4s. That explodes. That explodes. Those hit. Those miss. Those hit. We're going to wound you on 5s. There are 2 wounds on your truck at -2 for 2 damage. What has happened? Oh, the marijuana has spilled.
Damn it, man.
That's all right. I got more green in the...
Just hopeless. All right, well.
2 wounds here. -2 for 2 damage.
I want 6s.
Take 4, down to 4 wounds to go. The next squad of Vespid
Here they come.
into the same truck.
Yep.
That explodes. But they don't do well otherwise. 5s. 1 more wound, -2, 2 damage.
-2 is going to be a 6.
2 wounds left on the truck. That's a bummer.
Here comes the crew. Come on, they can do it.
They can't, they advanced. So, first, the fusion gun misses.
Stealth team?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, the stealth team. Fusion gun misses. We're going to spend a command point on the fusion gun.
Oh. It's heartbreaking.
But it still
No.
misses.
What? I need that study.
The burst cannons.
If you're a statist, oh my goodness.
Yeah. So that's 5 additional
10
dice
hit. It's 12 hits.
on 8 dice. That's crazy. But we need to wound you on 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds to save. 2 wounds to go.
Tau get hot every once in a while, don't they?
They get out of late into the end of the game.
Those Tau 6s are nuts.
2
I want
wounds to go.
4s.
The truck goes. Does it blow up?
The truck goes, does it blow up? Let's find out. It does not.
How many men do not make it out of the truck?
1, 2, 3. We want new dice. I don't like those dice at all anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus
Wait a minute. It's 10th edition. They take a mortal wound if you roll a 1. 10th edition, right? I'm not wrong about that, right? 6 men on the truck.
Now.
Now, 1 mortal wound on a noble, and they have to get out of the vehicle.
Yeah.
However, I have nothing left down here to shoot at them. So after the wreck, it looks like this. I've sent these poor Vespid to die. I was really hoping to wreck the car with the Vespid and then be able to shoot the nobles with the stealth team, but that didn't happen, and my precious Vespid are probably not doing too well. The battle wagon's continuing to be ignored. The only shots left are the crisis suits and the drones. We're gonna do the crisis suits next.
It's over after the fusion guns that are like -4 for D6. I'm like, oh, we made it. And then you're like, but wait,
There's Brightside.
here comes Brightside.
So the crisis suits into the death copters because they are a threat. We start with the burst cannons that are going to hit you on 4s. And re-roll 1s because there's a commander in the squad. And then this explodes and this explodes. So those are exploding dice. That ends up being a miss. Now, my guns are strength 5, your toughness 5? The death copter? Yes, 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Toughness 6.
Oh, then it's just 5s. It's going to be just 1 wound on your death copters.
I was like, don't decide. I couldn't find the card, but I was like, don't decide for me. Death Copter's 1 of 4 up.
All right, there's 1 wound on a death copter.
That's a burst cannon?
That is a burst cannon. Then the plasma rifles. Hit just twice. Wounds on a 3. 1 wound, and that is AP fantastic for 3 damage.
Death Copters have a 6 up invuln.
AP 3. He makes it. Not the best thing. Fusion
real
guns.
scary here.
Fusion guns. Hit just once, but I can reroll that for the commander. And that explodes. Gonna wound you strength 9 threes. Can't count that dice. Those are 3 wounds at AP 4 for D6 each.
Ah, yeah, this is where it sucks.
6s. I gotta roll the damage one at a time. It's D6 damage.
Yeah. I don't get any damage.
All right, so the first one, D6, is a 2.
He lives.
The second one is another 2. That's a Death Copter. And then the third one, can't count that dice, is a 3.
So I got a Death Copter on 1 wound.
So, Commander Brightside.
I got a tough one and one with 1 wound.
Commander Brightside says 2s with some explosions.
Oh,
And then he is strength 7, so it's 3s. But because he is the patient hunter, it's 2s.
Yeah.
And so
ruthless.
we have 3, 6, 9 saves to make at AP 1 for 2 damage each from Commander Brightside's missile pod.
No, this might be the Death Copters. Your crisis suits are no joke. They just continue to be.
They're so good.
They're absolutely fucking nuts. I want 5. Sorry, I should have said that. I've saved 1, and that's the Death Copter.
Death Copters have died.
2 damage each?
Yes.
Yeah, no, that's them.
Get off the table. It's my table. It's not your table.
God, the Orks thought they were doing so well. And now they're losing guys like crazy.
The 70-point unit of gun drones under the Grotz.
Not McGraths.
Hit twice with an explosion. And wound you on 2s. There's 3 wounds on your Grotz.
Grats are not in the building anymore, so it's just 3 wounds.
Die Grotz.
Because they don't get an involve, right? They're Grats. Yeah. We have a 7-up. So just blah, blah, blah.
Now, do I spend my last 2 command points to strike and fade? After the strike and fade, we're back behind the building for a little bit of safety. I am not going to charge anywhere because that would be silly. And now I have to pass the turn over to the Orks in turn 4. How do you feel about it in turn 4?
What else do we have?
Oh yeah, because I don't. Oh yeah, here it is.
And then there's yours for.
Cool. How do you feel about it? It was like my commander's still all
My
right.
turn 3 was lackluster, and yours was overwhelming.
It was all right, but it's all about the
It
warlords.
was really a swing, and my warlord is finally out of his truck, which isn't my favorite thing either.
Yeah, but now it's time for him to go crumping. He's mad because he spent all that time in that truck. Now it's time for him to go rip something up. Like, he could kill these Vespid. He could kill those crew. He could kill these stealth suits. He could come back here and take my house back over. He's Rumble. He can do what he wants to. What does Rumble want to do? Movement is over. A command point was spent to make the Orks go faster. The Grots got battle shocked. So Grots are here hanging out, fighting the drones. Orks have made a big advance this way.
They did not advance.
They did not
I
advance.
spent a command point on the here we go strategy.
Gotcha.
Adds 2 to their move and 2 to their charge.
Okay, so here they are, Grots, or Commandos. These men get out of the battle wagon, and they're looking to shore up what's going on over here. And then the command squad out of the truck is going to come try to deal with these stealth suits. It's really upsetting. I am, of course, going to spend a command point in Overwatch. Of course, I'm going to Overwatch. These Vespid are going to Overwatch. Oh, -1 to wound them, though. Wound them on 5s. That's lame. What I want from the Vespid into the Nobles, I want 6s. I don't get any. I don't get a single one. That's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
But now you go ahead and get on with your turn.
I'm gonna. Where do we want to start? Goodness. The Grots, of course. The Grots are gonna shoot. I've got 4 Grot blasters. And I hit you 0 times. And then the run to hurt Slugga does not hit you either.
Oh, you're not going to do it in shooting. You're Orks.
No, we're going to go in there and we're going to smack those. Well, hopefully I don't roll snake eyes again. Jeez. Rumble and his unit.
Mm-hmm.
5 sluggas into the house.
Stealth, -1 hit.
Into the Vespid.
Into the Vespid. Hit once. Are you in range with your 12-inch guns?
There's a wound.
There's a wound. We'll see if it even matters. Oh, I take a wound though.
12 inches?
Dun, dun, dun. Oh, you're fine. Wounded. I've lost a Vespid.
Then Rumble himself, if he can see that Shaper.
What do you say? No way. No way. No way.
Right over that hill. No, there's a big old hill in the way there. So he's going to shoot the Vespid too.
Why the Vespid?
Because they're over there
Awesome.
and threatening. He hits once. And wounds.
All right, the Vespid are in the cover. Come on, Vespid. They're fine. All right. Commandos into Vespid.
1, 2, 4 sluggas. Or, I'm sorry, 3 sluggas.
That miss?
1 big shooter. I know, you're like, can commandos even take a big shooter?
He's got a big shooter.
And I'm like, he's carrying a big shooter.
I see 2 hits, though. I see 2 hits.
Want 3s?
3s.
Snake eyes. Because he doesn't really have a big shooter, I guess.
Well, you know.
And then there's 2 shooters that are in range. Special commando shooters?
Yeah.
4 attacks each? No, I don't think so.
Sounds about right.
Really? So 8 dice from special commando shooters. Want 5. Rapid fire. Oh, man.
Hit 5 times. Toughness 4.
4s. 2 wounds.
In the good cover. I'm fine.
The battle wagon at the Crute.
That's overkill. Battle wagon into crew.
6.
Yeah, this is the second time you've done that.
That's pretty cool.
There we go.
5s and 6. I want 6s on Crutes.
Why is
stealth?
They are, yes! Yes, crew are stealth. Oh, you still hit a bunch, though.
Seven hits.
You wound me on 3s.
4 wounds.
4 wounds, 6s. And then 6s. I lose 3 crew.
The shooter boys at the remaining Vespid in the house. 5s and 6s.
Dude, you're rolling. Dude, those orc dice are just so good.
These are the shooters.
You want 4s?
4s.
Strength 4,
2.
toughness 4. 2 of them. But I am in cover. I want 3s. I'm good. Well, let's re-roll that dice, because what is that? I'm still good.
And then we want the rest of, what was it? It was a big shooter?
Big shooter. Hits twice. Wounds once. Again, I say 3. No! Oh, poor Vespid.
And then, what else is it? A slugger on the noble. That does not hit. And then the weird boy has an Ed Bang of power.
Yeah, it's going to do 1 damage if it hits somebody.
Well, he hits on a 4.
He's in the Vespid here?
Strength 6 at -3 for 1 damage.
That's on the Vespid?
Yep.
-3. I need a 6. I don't get it. You've killed yet another Vespid.
Yes. Oh, we must neuter your Vespid.
I think that's all you're shooting, though, isn't it?
Is that it? I only killed 3 Vespid. Yeah, now we're going to charge.
Who's charging?
Well, we're going to start with the shooter boys, who are going to charge the Crute carnivores and the Vespid.
All right, get in here. 6 should do it.
If I can touch this guy right here. Oh, yeah.
You're fine. The Grots have made a successful charge into the drones. This is the real game down here. This is the real important combat. This is the one that actually means something to us.
It's because it's silly.
Who else is going?
Who are you cheering for? Is it the Grats?
I need the drones to win, I do.
All right. The Commandos on the Vespid.
I need you to fail this.
They had the here we go stratagem. So I'm going to add 2 to this roll.
And you get a 5, which is a 7, which deserves measuring. But that does it just fine. You ain't getting these guys in the back end.
Oh, no.
But you're getting plenty of dudes in. Rumble now. So, the Commandos have gotten in. They've already made their pile-in move. Shooter Boys have gotten in on the crew and the Vespid. Grots have gotten in on the drones. And here comes the Warboss and the Nobles on the stealth team. And they get 3 inches, which probably does it. Because you just got to get underneath them, and then it's 5 inches vertically. So, Rumble doesn't fit, but there's 5 Nobles that get to fight. And this is my new stealth team that Brian Lord painted for me and sent me in the mail. And if you kill them, you're a big jerk face.
Can I just fight through?
I don't have any command points.
I'm picking the Gretchen.
Go ahead, Gretchen first.
Gretchen first. Here we go, Grats. There's 4 of you. You got 4 little close combat weapons. I want 5s, and then I'm strength 2.
Toughness 3.
So I want 5s and 5s. 5s.
1. No. But the Runtaherd should be able to do it by himself.
The Runtaherd has a Grotsmacker. He wants 3s. And then he wants strength 5.
Toughness 3.
3s.
Just 1 wound.
Just 1 wound.
Come on, dude. I live.
Ah, what a bummer. Come on, Grats. I'm really pulling for you down there.
No, my drones need to win that combat.
Ah, that's going to be just embarrassing.
Commandos on the Vespid. How many did you get in?
Commandos on the Vespid. I had
The Noble didn't make it in.
4, no. 5 Slugga Chopper Boys and 3 shooters.
All right. Kill
Well,
my
2
Vespid.
shooters and a big shooter, but they all have close combat.
Yeah, I know.
So
We're fudging those rules a little bit anyway.
the 5 Slugga Chopper Boys. Choppas have 3 attacks at strength 4.
Oh, my poor Vespid.
2, 3, 4.
All right, here we go. Slugga Choppas hit a ton.
These are explosions. So we'll take these.
I am toughness 4.
Your toughness 4. I am strength 4 right now. 'Cause we are not on.
No law for you. 6 of them?
6 at minus
-1.
1 because I'm a chopper.
5s. I have just the strain leader alive.
Just the strain leader alive. All right, the 3 guys with the close combat weapons?
Yes.
I would just pick a card up. Oh my gosh. Close combat weapons only get 2 attacks. What?
Well, it's because they got better guns.
They're orc guns, though.
You just got 1 Vespid to kill. 3s.
Everything else.
And then 4s.
2 wounds.
4s. He's dead. This squad is wiped. Who's next?
The boys.
All right. It looks like you got a boy and a noble on the Vespid and everybody else on the crew.
Yes.
All right. Who's starting?
So let's do the noble.
Because he's got a power claw.
And power claws are fun. He'll get 3 attacks.
Hits on 4s. Hits once. Wounds on a 2.
Strength 9 minus 2 for 2. There's a 1.
-2 is a 6. That's the next Vespid. You got to shoot a boy down there yet?
Is there still a Vespid there? Man, so 2 close combat attacks, right? That's what we learned?
It should be on the
Close
card.
combat weapon, 3s.
Hit twice.
Strength 4, 1. 4s?
Yes. 1 wound. Live. No, he's dead. Just like that, all the Vespid are gone.
They were really scary for a while, though.
Yeah, but now they're all dead. And you still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 boys and a weird boy to hit the crew.
7 boys will get 14 attacks. That hit you on 3s. 1 explosion. That's lame. Wow. Kind of whiff, boys.
Good. I did stand to have some crew live here.
Did I forget to shoot with the boys? They must be upset with me. 2, 3, 5 wounds?
5 wounds from the shooter boys into the crew. First, the crew wants 6s, and then the crew wants 6s. I lose, what is that? I lose 4 crew.
Gosh, I've been forgetting about my enhancements.
He can fall back and shoot.
Fall back and charge, dude, yeah. And, man.
You got the nobles and the war boss left.
Yep.
To swing at the stealth
No, the
team.
weird boy still gets to swing.
Oh, yeah.
Don't you dare leave that weird boy out. He's got a staff. He's got 3 attacks. He wants to hit you on 3s. That's an explosion.
A wound on 2s.
He's strength 8.
2 wounds.
-1 for D3.
-1. Do your D3s.
1 and then 2.
All right. The first one dies. The second one dies. Let's see, guys. And now it is the command squad.
And now it is the command squad.
5 nobles. So here we come. 15 dice from the nobles. Hitting on 2s. Wounding on 3s. At AP 1 for 2 damage each. Can the stealth team survive?
Do you want to place your bets, or?
No, not. I've done this before. I love the nobles. That's just egregious. That's offensive, even.
These are the hits.
Those 2s hit too, right? Because rolls in the squad.
These are the hits, and then those are hits, and then
5 more dice than you threw. Toughness 4, strength 7. You want 3s.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 wounds.
6, 9, 11. So these are 2 damage each. I need 4s. Each one that gets through kills a stealth suit. That is... The stealth suits debuted. They did all right.
They did really good.
They did some spotting. They looked super hot. But they have to leave the game. And that turn for you, I still have to fight back with some crew and some... Oh, no. And some drones. But that's got to feel good for you because you kind of wiped my table.
That was a good hit back.
And
I was terrified there for a second because you dropped down, you blew up 2 trucks, and you're way over here. This is still frightening. Like this is gonna hop out, kill a unit, maybe kill another unit.
But you've won the war of attrition, so I need to kill Rumble, and the unit that's going to do it is over there. They're stuck.
How did you feel about that play? I know you were like, "Oh, you coward! Don't run Rumble into the stealth suits." But he had to get away from this ball of
You're
death.
winning the game with that play. I have to fight back here with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and pile in the Shaper. So the crew carnivores first. They will hit you on 3s.
This is on the commandos. I'm sorry, this is on the boys.
This is on the boys.
Yeah,
And then they will wound you, though, on 5s. There is just 1 wound on the boys.
boys have a 5-up. On 5.
Come on, man. And then the Shaper's a Ritual Blade will hit you on 2s.
It's because the Shaper wanted to do it himself.
The Shaper hits 3 times. Wounds 3 times. Wow. Shaper wounds you 3 times at your regular save, though.
I told you. He wanted to do it himself. I want 5s. Get 2.
He still manages to kill 1. And then the drones. Could you push my drones in there to say they piled in? And then drones get 2 attacks each. They're going to hit you on 6s. They get a hit. Strength 3, toughness 2. They want a 3 to wound. No wound. No wound. But that is the end of Orc turn 4. Going into Tau turn 4. Where what do I have left? I have this pristine unit here, and they are money, but they're far away. The drones here are a wash. I do have some crew still alive.
Heroes.
Are the crew battle shocked? They are not. They roll boxcars. They are fine. And then over here, I still have these Fire Warriors and this Shaper. I don't think they're enough to deal with the War Boss. I have to get this squad over here. That's going to be hard to do. I need my ethereal to net me a command point here. It's all part of the plan. If I have 2 command points, I have a good plan. If I have 1, I have a bad plan. Can I get a 4? I can. There is my strike and fade.
There's a good plan.
So here's what's happened. This Brave Shaper has stood in the road. He is a roadblock. The Fire Warriors have stayed where they are. They're going to put their Dekka into the command squad.
Lane.
These recruits stayed stuck in. The Crisis team moved up the table. They intend to murder the commandos with Dekka, and then strike and fade further up the table because they need to come kill this war boss. He needs to go. So, shooting. We're going to start with our very brave Shaper into the nobles.
Yes.
He's hit just once. Needs a 6 to wound because you're -1 to wound, no wound. The Fire Warriors into the nobles. Here we have Fire Warriors going to shoot into the nobles. They are going to hit on 4s. And they have 2 explosions. And they have some hits. Not bad, man. Not bad. Strength 5, toughness 5 is 4s, but -1 is 5s. 2. 2 wounds on the nobles. One of these nobles is already wounded from the explosion. His wound is here.
2 wounds on the nobles, 1 4s. That's a dead noble.
It's a dead noble. Wound dice. Noble.
Oh, not this guy. Oh,
Because he's got the gob.
he's got the big metal.
Let's
face.
go the other way. How about this guy up here in the house?
Yeah, this guy.
Because the iron gob is the thing.
The iron gob is the thing.
No pistols here. Can't shoot in the combat over there. So here we go. The Crisis team into the commandos.
Which is just a kill.
Is it? They're stealth, right?
They are.
So we're going to start with the burst cannons into the commandos. They're a stealth unit, so I'm going to hit them on 5s.
Even though we're entering.
Burst cannons. Explode, hit, hit, hit. Going to wound you on 4s. There's 2 wounds. Regular saves.
Commandos. 5s. Make 1 fail.
Kill the commander. Plasma rifles. Ooh, I want to call that because it exploded, but no, just 1 hit. 2. There's a wound at AP 4 for 3 wounds.
Distraction Grat. I get a 5-up invuln.
Oh.
Dang.
Fusion guns. Hit twice. No wounds. Because I'm strength 9, your toughness 5. No wounds on those 2s. So you know it had to be left up to Commander Brightside. Now, because of his enhancement, he is +1 to hit, so I don't care about your stealth. Brightside says 2s. And it's a good thing. Reroll the 1s. No explosions. Strength 7, wound you on 3s. 3 wounds, AP 1 for 2 damage.
Want 6s. 3 more.
Yeah, but that didn't go as well as I needed it to.
Boop.
I'm going to spend my only 2 command points to strike and fade. And then it's going to be time for those boys that are stuck in to fight.
Yes. 3s. One explosion.
The crew are toughness 3.
I have strength 4. What's my close combat weapons? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them.
6 of them. We want 6s. And then we want 6s. So I've lost 5 more.
The weird boy. Wants 3s.
It's once.
Wants 2. Smack. At -1 for D3.
Hit me with your D3. 2,
3.
3,
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah,
2.
It's a D3.
Boxcars. Boxcars.
Sick.
That rocks. So now I fight back. I'm going to pick those drones down there. They want 6s. They hit you once. And they wound. There's a wound on a grot.
Oh, Grot's not going to save.
Drones killing grots.
And then I fight back. I got 3 Grots. But I don't know if any of those hit. 3s. Everything hits. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I wanted 5s. So Grots with the Grot Smacka hits you 4 times and wounds on 3s.
Uh-oh.
And there's 3 wounds.
This one might do it. I lose 1 drone, the other one is still alive. Down here, the Crute.
What are there, 2 of them?
Yes, there's a Crute and a Shaper. 1 hit from the Carnivore. He wounds, though. Regular save. Kills an Orc. And then the Shaper hits twice. No, wait, that 2 hit too. 2 wounds. Regular saves. All right, not bad. So I don't know about this move. I need to kill Rumble if I want to win, because you've killed far more than I have. So Rumble needs to die. So we've made the big move up here, but now I'm in the middle of the shit, and I have very little support. And we go into the very last turn of the game. Orc turn 5. Let's get some command points. So Orc's turn 5. I moved my crisis suits up aggressively.
I really don't think there's any argument at all.
As if...
Like, you see what I was going for?
Yeah, you don't want me to be able to overwatch Rumble.
I just couldn't. I'd have to go this way, and then I'd have to, even with the +2 to the charge, it's so far.
All right, I have to commend you, because Rumble could have gone this way and just won the game. He just comes over here, finishes these 2 squads. You've killed more than me. The Warlords are man on the table. You live. This is Orky.
That wasn't the mission. The mission was Kingslayer.
Very good. So Rumble has come this way, and that was clever. Also, this weird boy has the enhancement where he can fall back, shoot, and charge. So they did. They left these 2 creep behind. They want to fall back, shoot, and charge. These commandos were free. And when I thought I was hunting the war boss, I found out that the war boss was hunting me. So what I need...
Interfering with your communications, you know? He ran over there, he killed your stealth team.
I'm going to spend a command point on my crisis suits.
Here it comes.
To Overwatch. And I had planned to Overwatch this squad or this squad, but no. I'm going to Overwatch this squad that is -1 to wound. But we're going to do it anyway.
Can we stack my -1 to wound with my Art of Snails?
I don't know. Is that a thing?
I'm not going to do it.
Hey, Internet, can we stack the -1 to wound on the war boss with the hard as nails stratagem to make it -2 to wound? You don't want that to be true, because I play Orcs more than you do.
You play Orcs a lot.
Yeah, you don't want that to be true at all.
Them being -2 to wound would be brutal.
It would be.
I don't think that that's ever how it's going to work, but...
Well, I'll put it in the video, and some brilliant person on the internet will tell us the truth.
In the hard as nails restrictions part of this stratagem, it says I can't use it on a vehicle or Gretchen unit.
Huh. Why can't you use it on Gretchen? They're the ones who use it the most.
Exactly. That's exactly the point. Your Gretchen are supposed to be useless.
My command point goes in the bucket. Into the nobles, we start with the burst cannons. Burst cannons into nobles, 6s.
It does say then in your shooting phase.
I have hit you once, but it explodes. 5s.
Yeah, it's really going to hurt.
2 wounds.
Start exploding.
2 wounds.
2 wounds. I want both. Make 1 fail 1.
All right, we put a wound on a noble. Plasma rifles. Nothing. Fusion blasters. 1 hit that explodes. 3s. Those are 2 wounds at AP fantastic. AP 4.
Nobs get no kind of involved?
No.
Goodness.
So the guy that's wounded dies, and the second guy also dies.
Okay. Down 2 knobs.
Down 2 knobs.
Here comes Brightside.
Commander Brightside. 6s. Just 1. Strength 7 is going to be 3s, but 4s, but 3s. 1 wound, -1 for 2 damage.
I want a 5.
All right, so that's that. Now it's time for Orks to go. I'm so bummed out that this is how it ends.
Why?
Because I'm surrounded and I'm about to get mobbed by Orks.
I'm going to charge you like 3 times. Yeah, you ready?
Are you going to shoot first?
Yep. Here we go. Ready? The
Yes.
shooter boys are going to shoot at those crew that we walked by.
All right. 3 shooters, a big shooter, and a pain boy.
A big shooter and a knob and a weird boy.
Oh, yeah, they're in the house down here. Yeah.
4.
We's in the house, Bob.
And then the big shooter.
Nothing. So 2 wounds?
And the slugger.
Nothing. 2 wounds?
Yes.
And then, all right, that is this man here, and the Shaper is down to 2 wounds left.
And then now we're going to do the headbanger power.
Oh, no.
And it hits. Here's a 2. -3 for 1 damage.
I can't save it. He goes down to 1 wound. Because he's no longer leading the unit. Those Grots have pistols.
Those Grots have pistols. 1, 2, 3 pistols from the Grots. Hit you once. Wound?
Strength 3. Yeah. Need a save. He saves.
And then the slugger hits.
No wound.
And then
Commandos?
commandos are going to shoot at the crew. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 sluggers and a bow and arrow. Here's the sluggers. Hit once. Wound once.
He dies. Oh, and he hits the deck.
Now in the charge phase. The commandos are going to charge.
Mm-hmm.
They are in on a 5. The
Shooter boys.
are going to charge. They are in on a 7. And then the one we all care about. Rumble. He's got 2 up. I spent a point on the here we go stratagem.
All right.
So he's +2.
There's a 4.
And if I can ever keep it dead.
It's a meme at this point. That's an
6,
8-inch
7,
charge. I'm sure that's going to do it.
And the noble sluggers. And we hit you 2 times. And we wound you 2 times.
So 2 wounds on my Shaper over here. And I feel like because you can't go back in time, he's going to live. But he doesn't. He dies.
Yes.
He doesn't make it.
And then the charges. Rumble had an 8. And they're so in.
After the charge phase, it looks like this. The crisis suits are surrounded. What's going to be standing at the end of the turn?
Let's start with the commandos. Oh, I'm sorry. I want to spend unbridled carnage on Rumble's unit too.
Unbridled carnage on the nobles with Rumble. But the commandos are swinging first.
Yep. Because you can't interrupt.
I cannot.
I want the close combat weapon on the guy with the bow and arrow. Hits twice. Strength 4.
Toughness 5.
5s. Nothing. Then I want the choppers. There's 3 guys, so that's 3, 6, 9 attacks. That want 3s with 2 explosions. And then I want
5s.
5. 1 wound at -1.
4. I take a wound. The guy with a wound is down to 2 wounds.
No, that was not going well. Then I want the noble with the big chopper.
He gets 4 attacks with his big chopper because he's a better noble.
Yeah. And he wants 3s. And he hits you 3 times. And then he wants strength 7, wants 3s. And he wounds you 3 times at -1 for 2 damage each.
4s.
Chop.
4s. We have killed the first crisis suit. We have a dead crisis suit.
Then the shooter boys with their noble and power claw, who has forgotten himself under the house.
Oh, I'm here, boss. I'm coming.
He's gonna tag up with the weird boy who's in base. 3s with 4 explosions to counter out those 4 1s and 2s. And then I want these guys.
5s.
3 wounds.
3 wounds. 3s. We're fine.
Fine. And then I want
Is it the power claw next?
Power Claw, 3 attacks.
4s. Hit once. 3s. No wound. The weird boy.
Gets a 3 attacks. 3
Hits twice. With an explosion. 3 hits.
Strength 8, 3s. 2 wounds. -1 for D3. That's the command point. -1 for D3. There's another wound, so. And precision. Oh, man. No, I'm sorry. The staff is just psychic. His headbanger's precision.
4s. 1 gets through.
1 gets through for D3. For 3.
That takes this drone and puts the next crisis suit down to just 1 wound.
But now we get to the fun part.
We have the nobles and the war boss.
2s. With 1 explosion, everything hits. And then I want
3s.
3 strength 7.
It's like 3 of them.
3 at -1 for 2 damage each.
4s. That's the next man with a wound.
Cool.
And in comes the war boss. The war boss swings at the crisis suits.
He wants 3s.
I believe Gob wants 4s.
Well, Gob hits and explodes.
And I think Rumble wants 2s because he's leading a unit.
Rumble hits and explodes. Or Gob hits and explodes.
And Rumble explodes
Rumble
twice
hits
himself.
4 times and explodes 4 times because I spent the unbridled carnage.
Yes, you
on
did.
him.
There you go. That hurts.
I'm strength 10.
I am toughness 5.
The attack squig wants
5s.
5 because I'm strength 4. No. These want 2s because I'm strength 10.
So 9 of them, huh?
-2 for 2 damage each.
Oh, you can't stand up to a war boss. Let's go. I need a handful
Of those Tau 4s.
of 4s. Because if I can live, I can shoot in combat and still have hope to kill the war boss in my turn. But Brightside has to live. Handful of 4s. I can't count that dice. Brightside's alive. We've killed the first one. Brightside takes...
They're 2 damage each.
There's 2 damage each. So there's 4 damage on the first drone, 2 on Brightside. Brightside has a drone, so he has 6 wounds. Brightside has 4 wounds to go.
Man.
Brightside has 4 wounds to go. You are dead. These drones are gone. Brightside swings back. 3 attacks that hit on 4s into the war boss's unit. I've hit you twice. Strength 5, toughness 5. I wounded you twice.
I take 1 wound.
Take 1 wound.
And then my grots.
Hit twice.
Wound once.
Live. He lives.
I run to hurt. Hits 3 times.
Oh no.
Wounds 3 times.
Live. He dies. The important combat is over. The drone dies.
The grots.
Now we go into Tau turn 5. So I assume Rumble would have piled into my unit, right?
Oh yeah, sorry.
All right.
I'm playing with toys over here.
Let's sort that out. I'm super bummed out at this super weak ending because you've chosen to keep the war boss out And thus, I cannot shoot him from inside the combat with my vehicle. I can shoot the squads I'm tied up with, but that's not the war boss. And I think that Rumble's probably a little bit ashamed of you. But here we go. We're going to try to get something done anyway. We're going to use the Ethereal to get a command point. So I do. So I have 2 command points for my turn.
Hey, I have 1.
My Fire Warrior is shooting Rumble's unit in the back. They've missed entirely. They missed every time. Brightside is going to put all his guns into the Shooter Boys because they're the bigger squad. He is hit. He can't re-roll the 1 anymore because he's no longer leading the unit, but he does have an explosion. Then he's going to wound you on 3s. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wounds on your Shooter Boys at -1 for 2 damage each. You do well. You only lose 3 of them. Oh wait, no, those 5s go through too. We lose 4 Shooter Boys, but that's how this game has got to end. Because turn 5 is over. We can do the combat though, because I can't charge anywhere. And so you would fight first. Can the lads finish the game for the war boss?
We're gonna go with the Power Claw first. Because it's a Power Claw.
Mm-hmm.
Spend this command point on Unbridled Carnage.
And that's on the Shooter Boys?
Yes. Once 4s.
With 2 explosions. Oh!
Strength 9.
Toughness 5.
What's 3s?
2.
-2, 2 damage each.
-2. I don't have an invulnerable save on Brightside. So -2 is 5s. So he takes another 2. He's down to 2.
And then the Weird Boy in that squad, he has a Weird Boy staff that gets 3 attacks.
Oh, come on, man.
And then he wants strength 8.
Toughness 5, 5s, or 3s.
4 at -1 for D3.
4s. Roll your D3.
Come on, not a 1.
Brightside's alive.
The Commandos.
The Commandos got. Oh, it's Brightside's turn to swing though.
Yeah, it is.
He's gonna hit you 3 times. They hit you on 4s at strength 5. Brightside on the Commandos. Hit you twice. 1 wound on your Commandos. All right, they're fine. Can Commandos peel 1 wound and be the supreme victors of the game? Oh. No, there's 1 more 6 in there. You gotta blow up 1 more dice. Toughness 5. Oh, come on, man. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 of them. All right, Brightside needs 4 4s to live, but he dies with a 2, a 2, a 2, and a 1. That is how the game now has to end. And, oh, dude, it was brutal. Because I realized early on there's no kill on the battle wagon, not with this list. I have no anti-tank in my Tau Force. The crisis suits aren't anti-tank anymore. The Tata's gun is strength 9. This is toughness 12. And so then I started to try to like win the war of attrition, but I just couldn't do it. And then I was behind and I had to get up the table to try to kill the war boss. And now everything is gone and dead. And
The Grots are scrapping your drone.
Grots are unit of the game.
They won a combat.
The Grots are unit of the game. The Fire Warriors lived and they looked good. I find that this ruin, whoever embarks the ruin at the beginning of the game tends to live. It's a good place to hang out. I don't know if the Tau have a unit of the game. I'm still getting my handle on my Tau. That sun bleeding through the windows, ruining the...
Being in the ruins the thing.
Being in the ruin is the thing. I don't have much to say. It's been an exhausting game. It was a way better game than I thought it would be at the beginning. At the beginning, I thought I was just going to get run, and I'm glad I made a game of it. But at the end, we're not even counting the score, because the score is Orks good, Tau bad.
I was really worried if at the end of your turn 3 was when I was worried.
What's happening is, after I get the big Space Marine project done, I need to finish the Sky Ray because that's almost done, and then I'll have something to shoot at this battle wagon, and that's a different story. But at that point, I need to start painting more Orks because these are all the painted Orks, and there's only like 1,000 points of them. Anyway, that's it for my phone. Goodbye.